Hey, good morning, guys. It's Troy from TroysDeals.com. It's Sunday today, August the 2nd, and welcome to your market update. We're going to talk about today's stats. Mm, excellent coffee. In case you're wondering, it's the McDonald's K-Pods, or whatever they're called, for the Keurig. Incredible coffee. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to talk about today's stats. We're going to talk a little bit about how do you get onto Troy's list for whatever kind of properties you're looking for. We're also going to talk about Bear Mountain, and we're going to talk about One Bear Mountain and how do you get all the listings at One Bear. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's dive into it. Let's go right into the matrix first. So here we are. Here is the Market Watch report right now. So we've got 22 new listings today. 12 went pending. There were 17 price decreases. There were 0 price increases. 1 sold, 21 expired. Now, compared to yesterday's 144 expired, that's 160. And the day is not over yet, so there should be some more properties expiring as well. So that's 160 plus properties that expired this weekend alone. And I can get you into that list. All you got to do is type in down here expireds, and I'll get you set up for expired listings. So moving right along, Troy, how do you get these listings? How do I get you set up? How do I get set up with the Troy's list email watch alert? Well, it's simple. You type in down below here, I want some information on your list, and we're gonna pick an area together that you're interested in moving to or want to just keep an eye on, and I'll get you set up on that. So today, let's take a look at, well, let's just, for example, the units in One Bear. You're going to get an email from me like this every day, 8 a.m., sometimes 8 p.m., depending on how we set it up for you, or as soon as possible. So if the listing gets changed or added or something happened to it, you're going to get notified right away. So here we go. This is the email that you're going to get. Now, it says view the properties. So let's take a peek and see if there was anything new today. No, and I just set this email up yesterday, so this is a brand new email. So you get the email, welcomes you to it, and then you click on this view properties. So view the properties. Takes a minute for it to load up. You'll see the screen now. It's just starting to load. So that means let's have a coffee break. So there we go, coffee break. So here are the listings in One Bear. So it's showing 50 results. That's pretty wild. So there must have been oh, wow, this also includes the pendings, the solds, and the active listings and expireds if they're on there. So this is all the listings that you're going to get here at One Bear. And I love this building. I mean, it's brand new concrete and steel, pool in there with beautiful views. I mean, look at this. Look, you can see the photos here. In fact, I've got some great shots too. If you want them, let me know. I can send you a link to the beautiful shots that I've taken with my drone. So yeah, this is the building here. It's got, you can see all the prices. Now, if you want to sort your list, you can do it this way, view it on a map. So it'll show you where the building is on the map. And then it has a cluster of all the properties in the building, which is kind of right there. And then properties near it as well. But this is on the left here, shows you the prices, shows you a new listing here, price decrease there. This one was new construction, price decrease, new listings. Listings that don't have anything kind of down here have been on there for a while, which is a good sign too. That's often sellers are ready to negotiate a little bit more on their price. So that's something we can take a look at. This one here sold. That was a penthouse, beautiful penthouse. So that is your list, and that's how you get onto these lists. Now you can also see the list this way, and you can sort it. So say you only want to look at 1 bedroom units. Well, you just simply click on the bed tab here, and we can sort them. So here we go. Here are all of the 1 beds. Now this one is an off market. Same thing. I can get you the list of off market properties, and then we can call the previous listing agent and see if the seller still is interested in selling. Great way to snag a property without any competition kind of sniffing around. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying at One Bear. Let's get this list to you and let's go over it together. Let's talk about your budget. If you need a mortgage broker, I've got a great one. His name is Cam Brar. Auxilium Mortgage. I'll drop his information right there. And then we can go from there. But here are the prices. There's only a few 1 bedrooms, two of them, in fact. This one just sold. This one's off market. So that's how we get the information on One Bear. Now let's talk a bit about um, some news here at Bear Mountain. So the latest hot real estate news topics in Bear Mountain, Langford right now. Bear Mountain remains a clear buyer's market with approximately 6.6 months of inventory. That's a lot of months of inventory. Therefore, it is a solid buyer's market. Now it's time for you to get the deals. And with all that inventory, sellers are looking to make a deal. Condo inventory, it's still elevated, left roughly 66 units. And single family homes and townhouses offer more selection than usual too. So again, it's not only the houses and the townhouses, but the condos. So together, there is just a lot of inventory in all of those categories. So it's prime right now for opportunity for you to make a deal and get a house at a good bargain. Active open houses continue this weekend. There's always a few going on, especially at Selenite Place. Now that is Vista Point at the Ridge. I can set you up on a custom list for Vista Point too. So we can, in fact, I'll set one up today to do that because that's a new building and it's a nice building and they've got the thing about that building is it's built really well and the views you've got mountain views, you've got valley views, you've got ocean views, depending on what condo that you have there. And the penthouse condos on that place, the price points on them on those were quite excellent actually. I think they were like 1.1 or 1.2. Big units, like 1,200 square feet, but the balcony space was about the same as well. So like you get a massive amount of balcony space and can take advantage of the sunsets over there, which are stunning. So yeah, that building, Vista Point, quite nice, and the views are quite nice there too. So there's new construction; it keeps adding supply, and within this resort community, mainly golf. But the nice thing is there's a full-on spa here and all that stuff, and hiking, tennis. There's a gym here. There's everything you need right here at the top of Bear Mountain, and then down the hill, either direction, you can be either on the Millstream Village, and there's a whole bunch of shops there. There's grocery and Costco, and then if you go down the mountain on the other side into Langford, you got all the big box stores down there, like the Canadian Tire, Superfoods, all that stuff. So everything's literally, about 7, 8 minutes down the hill, and you got everything that you need at your fingertips, including schools and sports facilities and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great area for families to be in as well. Now we're going to continue to watch the daily numbers alongside the full July month-end report. That way you can keep your finger on the pulse of the market here at Bear Mountain and the surrounding communities such as Langford, the Jacqueline area, um, Colwood, Royal Bay, all those areas, you'd be able to keep your eye on that whole area here in the West Shore, including West Hills and all that. There's some incredible buys out here right now. So whether you're thinking of buying or selling in Bear Mountain or here in the Western communities, I live here myself at Bear Mountain, and I know the community very, very well. And if you'd like any information or have any questions about living up here at Bear Mountain or in the West Shore, please feel free to reach out. Just type down below, hey, can you send me some information on Bear Mountain or the West Shore? Be happy to help you out. Anyway, that's it for today's Market Watch report here in Victoria, BC, and Bear Mountain specifically. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow with some more of TroysDeals.com. Cheers. Boom.